It's been about 4 months since I last bring you guys updates about the Warriors and Ben Simmons. Even though things are happening, none of them are really connecting with the Warriors. But with the trading deadline quickly approaching, there's a bit more information leaking out. According to Mo Muncy, which is a source that I really trust as I've been following him for a while, quote, per a source in Simmons' camp, his preferred teams in the West are Dallas and Golden State Warriors. He realizes Golden State Warriors is highly unlikely and thinks Philly's asking price is too deep. Fears the 76ers may not trade him at all. Now, I am a fan of Ben Simmons, but I'm also fully aware of all the drawbacks. In today's video, we'll be going over all the recent updates between Simmons and the 76ers and fully break down all the possibilities between the Warriors and Ben Simmons before the trade deadline. And with that being said, let's roll the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match.
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If it's your first time watching, I make Golden State Warriors content and break down their news and rumors from all angles. So if you want full-time Warriors coverage, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and you will always be notified when I upload a new video. Okay, so let's first talk about what Ben Simmons wants. Obviously, there's no trade clause in Ben Simmons' contract so that he cannot decide his trade destination, but I think everybody watching this video still knows that he wants to get out of Philadelphia. Since the last offseason, the relationship between Ben Simmons and this entire 76ers organization has been broken, and there's no sign that it's getting better. Now, according to CBS Sports, quote, 76ers Ben Simmons wouldn't sit out entire season if not traded by February 10th trade deadline, per report. Obviously, Simmons will not be able to claim his game checks, but this means the 76ers are just paying Simmons guaranteed money for nothing. To be honest, I don't see any possibility that Simmons will play any more games for the 76ers, so the story ends there. On the other hand, for the 76ers, their primary focus now is to fully maximize Ben Simmons' value through trade. So far, the market for Ben Simmons is pretty active since there are rumors of various trade packages that were being offered to Philadelphia. Nonetheless, it seems like the 76ers don't have a lot of interest in them. The most recent one is from the Detroit Pistons. According to Kevin McCormick of Clutch Points, quote, 76ers right to decline Pistons blockbuster Jeremy Grant trade offer for Ben Simmons. Now, this offer here is one of the best ones I've seen for a while. Detroit was offering Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey, Kelly Olynyk, and a first-round pick for Ben Simmons. Now, this basically fits what Philadelphia was asking for: a star player, a young piece, veteran, and first-round picks, although there's only one in this trade offer. However, recent news regarding James Harden's dissatisfaction with Brooklyn somewhat changed the whole landscape here. We all know the president of the 76ers, who is Daryl Morey, absolutely loves James Harden. And more sources are reporting this Ben Simmons trade update where the 76ers prefer to wait on James Harden or others this offseason. So in summary, this is what is happening. Simmons wants to leave the Sixers. The Sixers want to send away Ben Simmons, but not until this offseason. And the question I have to ask here is, are the 76ers doing this on purpose to increase Ben Simmons' value from now until the end of season, which is about 5 months? Are the 76ers just going to be paying Ben Simmons and with their best chance to compete in the playoffs? I still doubt that, meaning it's still possible that Ben Simmons get dealt before the trade deadline. Okay, let's now shift our focus to the Warriors. It seems to me the Warriors will have a really quiet trade deadline, but I don't fully agree with it. Obviously, it's very possible that no trade will take place for the Warriors, but this is what makes the NBA fascinating, right? Everything is possible. As mentioned in our previous videos, Bob Myers made it clear that James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga are not available. So let's first take a look at the type of assets the Warriors have to give to acquire Ben Simmons. As you can see on the screen right now, this is the only trade I'm willing to take. Obviously, if the 76ers ask for like a Damian Lee or a second round pick, I'm okay with that. But you can see the bigger picture. Andrew Wiggins there to match the salary, Moses Moody there as a young player, and a first round pick. Even though Ben Simmons can provide a lot of defensive presence and will be a force in the paint, I just cannot figure out a solution where he and Draymond Green can coexist efficiently together on the court. Now, from a financial perspective, the Warriors can just trade Draymond Green and Moses Moody for Ben Simmons, but I doubt Draymond Green is even on the trade table, and I don't think Philadelphia wants to flip Ben Simmons for an aging veteran Draymond Green. I know there's a current split within the Warriors community where some fans want Ben Simmons and some don't, but here's an interesting perspective from a former Warrior, Darrell Wright. So he said this on the recent Dubs Talk podcast, quote, "For Ben Simmons, of course, you can't just see what's going on because he's a big-time player, former number one pick, and knows all the things he brings to the game, so you definitely want to know exactly what they're looking for. But I really like this team because I think you have to give up too much for Ben Simmons." Ryan made a good point here, since all the tactics the 76ers have been using shows clear signs that they want the opposing team to overpay for Ben Simmons, but the truth is, they don't have a lot of leverage. When talking about whether the Warriors should use Wiggins to trade for Ben Simmons, Wright said this, quote, "I'm not trading Wiggins. That will be a big mistake getting rid of Wiggins. Now, if you're not talking about messing up anything with the core guys, and when I say core, I mean Clay, Steph, Draymond, and Wiggins, if you do not have to touch those four, then maybe we can talk a little bit more about making that happen. If it is going to mess up those core guys, I would not even think about doing it. It is all about winning right now. These guys are getting older and older in their career, and I'm pretty sure they want to win more championships. Not just one, but maybe a few more. So if you can keep those four guys, then maybe I will take a look at it. Let me just say this. If the Warriors want Ben Simmons, it is impossible to not touch Steph, Clay, Wiggins, or Draymond because you have to otherwise trade basically the entire team for Simmons. I like Ben Simmons, but I think trading him can somewhat ruin the Warriors' chemistry. But the eventual question goes to you guys. Do you want the trade for Ben Simmons? If so, what kind of assets are you willing to give? Let me know in the comment section down below. Alright guys, so this wraps up the video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to leave a subscribe and follow me on social media with all the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.